Okay, good morning everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Not a very good start when the stream disconnected within the first 30 seconds, but hello. It's Wednesday, the 20th of May. Hope everyone's doing alright today. Are you attracted to men or women? Both, Alf. Morning, by the way. Morning, Max. How you doing? Tired today. I think I'm about ready for a break. Not much longer now, though. I'm awake when I should be sleeping, says Max. Oh, get yourself some rest, Max. Oh. We still on for tonight? For Phasmophobia? If my internet doesn't keep playing havoc. Looks like it's probably started already with the delay on purple. I have tried putting the resolution down to 1080p to 720p just for today, and the internet problem should be fixed tomorrow, so shouldn't be too much longer now. What do you have planned for today? Well, I've got a cable that arrived this morning, composite to SCART for the Commodore, so I'll test that out. I've got the adapter for the PlayStation coming today as well, so I'll test that out. If they both work, I'll finish writing the script for the next episode of the Retro Corner. Although at this point, I don't know if I'll be able to get it, written, recorded, and edited by the end of the week, so it might not be posted until I get back from my holiday. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm also doing a review of the Kada ramen canteen. I thought it was about time. I don't really have any smaller Lego sets to review now. I've kind of done all of the all of the 90-second ones. I've kind of done as many of those as I can. So I'm going to do a full-size review video on this one. It's a really good set. I'm looking forward to it. I've been writing the script for it at the moment. And I've also got plans for another new video series about the train set. But not that train set. I'm starting a new one. I'm going to start a brand new model railway from scratch. And I'm going to do a video series on it, because people are always asking me to do videos about my railway modelling. I've never been massively satisfied with the layout that I've currently got. So I thought, what if I just start again, do a brand new layout from scratch, and I can do a video series kind of documenting that. So that will hopefully be coming soon as well. Maybe get started on that in June. We'll see what happens. Now I've got the Peak District again in June. I've got the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway on Saturday, so there'll be a lot of stuff on the Instagram coming up. Once I've taken a break and I come back in June, we should be, all systems go. Starting fresh, doing lots of new stuff. Because things have started to slow down a little bit recently. I'm aware of that. I do my best. Just in time for Pride. That's true, Max. Yeah. I was saying before, I think I'm gonna do the outfit thing for Pride again. You weren't watching back in 2024, but I did this thing where, for the first week of Pride Month in 2024, I wore the 6 colours of the original Pride flag. I was thinking of doing the same thing again this year, but for the Progress flag. So I'll also have a black, brown, pink, blue, and white outfit. Just a little way to, you know, to celebrate it without doing anything too grandiose, because I'm not really, I don't really know what else I'd do, to be honest. I mean, maybe a little video, but I normally do videos for my coming out anniversary, you know, like in October I did my coming out video in 2024. I did my like trans awakening video after that. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know if there'll be any particularly special video for Pride Month, but I'll be doing little things like that, you know. Maybe we could play some Pride-themed games for Simulator Saturday. We could play, like, I don't know, what are some Pride-themed games? We could play Date Everything. That could be fun. And, you know, very queer-coded game. Morning, Cymru Rails. How are you doing today? Anyway, like I say, we'll see what happens. I was just saying, Cymru Rails, you missed it, but I was just saying, next month I'm going to be scrapping my old layout, which is behind me just there. You can see it. It's very basic. It's basically just track pinned to a board. I'm going to be getting rid of it. I'm going to be starting a brand new layout, and I'm going to be documenting it. So I'm going to be doing a new video series on building a new layout. And I'm very excited as well. I don't want to reveal what the layout's going to be yet, but it is based on something. And I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited for it. But yeah, I'll show you more. Because I've always wanted to do videos about my layout. I always get people asking if I'll do more videos about my layout. You know, can we see the can we see it running? Can we see some operations on it? Can you do a video about how you built it all? But honestly, there's not much to show, because my current layout, you can see it behind me, it's literally just a baseboard and some track. There's no ballast, there's no point, you know, mechanical point work, there's no signaling, there's no lighting. It's very, very basic, because I don't know, I've not had the motivation to work on it. So, like I say, I'm going to start again from scratch, and I'm going to do everything. It's going to be... I want to do a super realistic layout. I've always wanted to do a very realistic, very detailed layout. Can you hint at an era? Oh, ooh. Yes, I can hint at an era. It's early BR. Well, early BR. Yeah. Maybe mid. It's the 60s, 1960s. BR started in 1948, didn't it? So sort of early to mid BR. That's really all I can say. But I have got a layout planned. Like, I've already designed all the track work and everything. There's a certain railway, a certain heritage railway, that I may have to visit a few times to get some reference images of a particular station. That's all I'll say. Now I've said too much. I've said enough. My stream streak never dies. Hey, Sophie. Hey. What are you playing today, says Harv? I will be playing Phasmophobia this evening with Max over on Purple. We're going to be doing our first official collab. One of my regulars and also recently hit affiliate as well. Congratulations, by the way, Max. So we're going to be doing a collab. Hopefully we might get P and Zeroiz again as well. So if you want to see me do some ghost hunting, that'll be at 5 PM this afternoon, UK time. Morning, Dre Dog. How are you doing today? All the Pride games I know involve alcohol and other activities. Yeah, that's true, Max. That is true, isn't it? It's tricky to find a game that TikTok isn't going to throw a fit over, really. But I'm sure we'll think of something. We'll think of something. Looking good, thanks. Looking forward to Horror Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you, Draydog. Me too. And I was saying earlier, I've changed my stream settings on OBS to 720p just for today to hopefully speed things up a little bit whilst the internet problems are ongoing. But they will be sorted tomorrow. Engineers coming out tomorrow to fix the internet problems. We should be able to stream in glorious, crisp 1080p again tomorrow. Not 4K, don't push your luck. Not unless everyone wants to club together and buy me a better internet service provider. Maybe when I've got enough subs, I can get better internet. But until then, it's going to be EE. Should we watch on TikTok this morning, or is the delay okay? I think it's okay today, Sophie. I think it's manageable today. Is 1080 the highest it can go? 1080 is the best that my internet can do under normal circumstances. Like I say, it's on 720p at the minute, just because I've been having internet problems. But normally I stream in 1080p. Or technically 1200p on OBS, because my monitor is 1980 by 1200. Which is honestly the way to go. I like 1920 by 1200. I prefer it. Why would you have an aspect ratio of 16 by 9? What 16 by 9? Seriously, 16 by 10. Now there's an aspect ratio. You know what I'm saying? Is there more vintage tech you've had an eye on, says Draydog? Not had an eye on, per se. There's a couple of things that I'd like to get in future, but I'm not, like, actively looking for at the minute. The main thing is just more consoles. I want a Sega Mega Drive, I want a SNES, want an N64. Possibly an original Xbox. I think that's pushing the upper limits of what I'd consider retro, but there are a lot of games that I like for the original Xbox, so potentially. The TV's fine, though, for the time being. It's not the perfect telly, you know, it doesn't have RGB, it's only got regular SCART. It's only got one socket as well. But it's good for what I need for now. You know, right now I've only got the PlayStation and the Commodore. I don't need too many sockets or anything like that. When the setup gets bigger and I get more stuff, we might expand more. But we'll see. I don't think there's really anything else at the minute. I mean, I've got a record player, but it's not a vintage record player. It's a new one. You know, it's one of those modern ones with the suitcase style ones. Possibly, I don't know, to be honest. Like I say, I think just more consoles is going to be the way forward. I use 4 to 1 for fun. That's a crazy aspect ratio. 4 by 1, eh? Why did 16:9 take off specifically? I mean, what is the advantage of 16:9 over 16:10? 16:10 just makes more sense to me. Morning, I've just opened my eyes. Morning, Charlie. Morning. And while we're at it, what was with 4x3? Why did 4x3 even exist in the first place? Why wasn't it just 1x1? Why didn't it just start as a square? Why weren't the first TVs just perfectly square, 1x1 aspect ratio? Where did 4x3 come from? I don't know. I'm not a vinyl fan, but there's a few classic Who things being released on vinyl. I didn't know about that, Draydog. Didn't know about that. I have quite a few vinyls. And including modern stuff as well. There's a big trend at the minute for vinyl, right? There's a big trend for like video games and stuff to release their soundtracks on vinyl. I've got the Dredge soundtrack on vinyl. What a fantastic game. One of my favorite, one of the best games I've ever played. I absolutely love that. We should stream that one day. That'd be fun. We could do that on Horror Wednesday. It is technically a horror game. But they did a triple vinyl of the soundtrack for Dredge. And I got it. I got one. Do I text possible vinyl tour video in future? Possibly, Draydog. Possibly. Step kids are right into vinyl now. Nice one, Charlie. Nice one. Yeah, I mean, you know me. You know I like my charity shops, so I mostly just see what I can find out and about. There's a couple that I've bought specially, like I've gone online to find them. I got War of the Worlds. Obviously, if you've got a record player, you have to have the musical version of War of the Worlds. I got The Stranger by Billy Joel, which is my favourite album ever. I bought that online. And a couple of singles and stuff like that, but mostly, like, whenever I'm out and about, charity shops, you know, jumble sales, all that kind of stuff. If there's any records going, I'll have a flick through and see if there's anything that interests me. How many vinyls do you have, and which one's your favourite? How many do I have? Probably, maybe 20. I've only had the record player for about a year, so I've just been collecting one or two here and there. But my favourite is, like I say, The Stranger by Billy Joel. In terms of albums, I've even got a 78. I have one 78. In fact, no, yeah. I might have two. Which I didn't even realise that they used to come in different sizes. I didn't realise that records used to be like halfway between a 45 and a whatever the other one is, a 30. There used to be 76s, which are like really heavy. They used to be made of shellac before they started making them out of vinyl. And it's a holdover from gramophone records. Gramophone records used to be that size. So a lot of early, like, record player records were also that size. And I found one in a charity shop, and I thought, I have never seen a record that size before. I'll get it. And it, honestly, is really good. Pretty decent sound quality, considering it was printed in, like, the 50s. I get my DVDs secondhand mainly because it's cheaper. Yeah, same, Draydog. Whenever, like, say, CEX, great place for secondhand DVDs and stuff. I don't really see the point in buying stuff brand new just for the sake of it. as long as it's in good condition, what's the problem with buying a second-hand DVD, right? As long as it's not covered in scratches and unplayable, what's the problem, really? I went into HMV and one of Shooty Gatwa's series is 30 quid. That's not bad, considering he was, you know, the most recent Doctor. Although it could be a bad sign that it's so cheap, you know? Possibly. Not selling too well. I feel very bad for Shooty Gatwa. I mean, same with Jodie Whittaker. I just felt so bad for her because she tried so hard. And was just let down by the writing, I feel. And obviously, because she was a woman, everyone blamed it on that. Same with Shooty Gatwa, like, he was let down by the writing, but he also happens to be black, so everyone's just like, oh, first black Doctor, what a disaster. Because you know what people are like. They're assholes. I do think, you know, he had a lot of potential, and he was let down by the writing. But, you know, certain viewers out there can't see past a certain aspect of him. Which is a shame. That's still quite hot. What's everyone up to today, then? What's your Wednesday plans? For me, it's going to be right. I've got the Retro Corner to write. I've got a Lego review to write. And possibly record as well. I don't know how quickly I can get the next Retro Corner done. I can write the script today, but will I be able to record it today? And if I record it today, will I be able to edit it in time to post it on Patreon tomorrow? I'm not sure, but we'll see. I'm about to go on the Snowdon Mountain Railway. Nice one, Cymru Rails. Have fun. Another one I'd love to visit. I think I just need to go on like a month-long tour of Wales and just visit every heritage railway there. Problem is I don't drive though. Has anyone got a camper van and is willing to drive me all around Wales? Hit me up. No P this morning, I notice. Wonder what she's up to. And no Charlie. Charlie's busy today too. But it happens, you know, it happens. Can't be here every day, can they? But P will be if she knows what's good for her. She's got a 45-day streak riding on this. Max says a tree just fell. Oh, Jesus. Are you okay, Max? Like, didn't damage anything, did it? No one's hurt, thankfully, and still have power. Is there a storm going on over there? I didn't realise. How you doing? Looks like Purple's behaving so far. It seems to be better today, STFC. Yeah, I've turned down the resolution to 720 just for today, so hopefully that's helped. How's the 5 till 8 schedule? Says Draydog. Good. I've noticed that we're not really attracting new viewers, though, is the thing. Like, we've got a lot of regulars now. We get a lot of the same faces every day. But we're not really growing. We're not really getting new people in. So I wonder if it might be time to start experimenting a little bit more with the schedule again. Maybe do 4 till 8. Like, start an hour earlier. But then I'm still streaming the same hours. You know, I'm still streaming over the 5 till 8 period. Or 5 till 9 or something like that. just try and adjust things, like move the window slightly, and see if it might start attracting a few new people. You know, once I get back into video making as well, especially on YouTube, I said, literally at the start of this month, I said, right, I'm going to start making videos for YouTube, and I haven't made a single one, really. I think once I get back to making more YouTube content and posting more regularly on TikTok again, start attracting new people, and we can start growing again. Because we're not growing at the minute, is the thing. We're doing good. We got the regulars. We're going steady, but we're not growing. And I would like to grow. Especially on TikTok. You know, every time I look at my TikTok follow count and I see, you know, currently we're at 2296. I just think back to this time last year when we were at nearly 7,000. Right? And I think, Jesus Christ, can you imagine if we just hadn't been shadow banned and we were still on the old TikTok account? We could have been at 10k by now. That's all I wanted on TikTok, was to get to 10k. So I just hope we start growing again on TikTok, in particular. Wasn't your original schedule 3 till 6? It was, yeah. Back when I started streaming on the old account, it was 3 till 6. Which worked really well at first, and then it just kind of stopped working. And I had to switch to the 5 till 8 schedule, which is obviously what we're on now. I think 5 to 8's better for people, you know, just getting home from work. Sorry. But again, it just doesn't seem to be bringing in new people. And it's nice to have regulars, but, you know, I would like to grow my audience as well. It's bad, says Max. I didn't realise. Well, hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. And hope you're good for the stream this evening as well. You should do 6 till 9, says Bobby. I feel like that's a bit too late, though, isn't it? I don't know. Would people watch from 6 till 9? I mean, lots of people stream even later than that, right? People stream like 9 till midnight. I couldn't do that. I don't want to be streaming that late into the night, but people do, you know. I mean, I could do like 7 till 10, but I'd have to go to bed straight after. I don't really want to finish a live stream and then just go straight to bed. You know, I like to have a bit of time to relax after the stream as well. I think I could with 6 till 9. If we started at 6, I could have my dinner before the stream then if we started at 6. Finish at 9, and then I can have an hour just to myself before going to bed. That could work. That could work. People do 24-hour lives. I mean, that's true, Bobby. That's true. But I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not. We could try 6 till 9, though. Maybe in June we'll trial a few 6 till 9 streams. Or we could try 5 till 9, you know, for a couple of streams first to get people used to finishing later. So we'll still start at the same time, but finish later. Maybe we could try that on Friday for Farming Sim. Because we are going to be starting a new map. Maybe we could do a 4-hour Farming Sim stream this Friday. Six till 9's fine by me, says STFC. That's good. That's good. That's the thing. I wanna still respect my regular viewers and respect their schedules. But if enough people are happy with 6 till 9, it's worth trying. It might, you know, it could attract a new audience. It could attract new viewers, which is, if it does, then I'm all for it. I was thinking about the recent Doctor Who spin-off. What if it spawns the war between the Daleks and the Time Lords? I was really hoping it would, Dre Dog. I was really hoping that the war between the land and the sea would like establish a kind of canon of miniseries, showing different wars throughout time and space. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen now, but it would have been cool. Or the war between the Sontarans and the Rutans. We've never seen that before. That's perfect. That's like ripe for the taking, Because whenever the Sontarans appear, there's always this mention of this massive war that they were fighting with the Rutans, right? The Rutans have only ever appeared in one story, and they appear for like 5 minutes. Do a spin-off with those. Do a spin-off, the war between the Sontarans and the Rutans. That'd be great. If you did 6 till 9, you'd probably have to have dinner before, won't you? Yeah, I'd definitely do dinner before the stream if we were doing 6 till 9. But then the problem is, I need time to get ready for my stream as well. It takes me about an hour to get ready. Shaving, makeup, outfit, setting up all the monitors and everything. But if I had my dinner at if I had my tea at 4:30, and then started getting ready at 5, I could stream at 6, finish at 9, have a little snack after, and then go to bed, right? Potentially. Hey P, how are you doing? I think the timing live now is perfect with me, says Charlie. I appreciate that, Charlie. I do appreciate that 5 till 8 is working now for my regular viewers. But it's like I was saying earlier, I also want to start attracting new viewers because we've really stagnated recently. Basically, the only people who watch my streams right now are my regular viewers, and we don't get enough new people coming in. And I really want to start growing again. I want to start getting more followers on TikTok. Eventually, I want to get to 10k. I want to keep growing on YouTube. We hit 500 subscribers last month on YouTube. I'd really like to push for 1,000. I feel like what I'm doing right now works for my regular viewers, and I want to respect you guys and, keep streaming at a time that works for you. But at the same time, I want new people coming in as well. I don't want to just be sat here and just have the same 7 or 8 people, right? And I do appreciate my regular viewers, but I just want to start growing again, I just want to start, getting more people in, getting new faces in. Which is why I think, if I try and adjust the stream slightly, do 6 till 9 instead, it's only a slight change, but it might help to get more people in. Actually need to come here for my streak, says P. You might be able to stay on there today, P. It's running a bit better. I've turned down the resolution to 720 just for today, so... You do what you gotta do. Thank you, Charlie. Like I say, I will always act with respect to my regulars. I'll always, I'm not just going to be like, right, from now on I'm going to stream from 1 PM till 4 PM. Because that's completely disregarding my regular viewers, right? But I do want to just adjust the window slightly, like I say. Just move it slightly further into the night, 6 till 9 instead of 5 till 8. Might get some new people in. Purple can be hard to grow on if you don't have a platform before. That is true. I've heard it's basically impossible to grow on Purple if you're not networking on other platforms, which is why I do network on other platforms, right? That's why I also stream on YouTube and TikTok. It's why I post regularly on TikTok. I post almost daily on Instagram. I do try to have an active presence on as many platforms as possible because that is how you grow as a... I mean, I don't like to use the word influencer because I hate it, but that is how you grow when you're doing that type of thing, right? You have to kind of have a multi-platform presence, which is what I try to do. And again, I am hoping that in June I'll start making more TikToks again. I'll start making more YouTube videos again and posting a lot more regularly again, which will also help to push growth a bit. But I think, you know, adjusting the stream time has got to help it in some way as well. It's worth a try. I mean, it's the same with the breakfast streams as well, to be honest. The idea with the breakfast streams was, if I start streaming in the mornings, that's like a new untapped audience, right? I could start drawing in new people. But what ended up happening is it's just the regulars again. Which, again, I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad you're here. But it's all the same faces again, you know? We've had a few new viewers who found me through the morning streams. Not as many as I'd hoped, which is why, you know, which is one of the reasons that I'm thinking of slowing down the breakfast streams next month to maybe 3 times a week instead of 5. And I'm really sorry that I have to talk so, like, clinically and analytically about all this, but it's the way it is, you know. If I want this to be what I do for a living, I have to think about it like that. I have to think about it in terms of numbers. How many people are watching? You know, are we getting new viewers? And again, I'm apologize if it sounds like I'm coming across as quite distant, because it's not just about the numbers, but at the same time, it is quite important that I keep growing if I want to make a living out of this, you know. So there, that's it. I've said my piece. What are we doing this evening? We're doing Phasmo this evening, Sophie. With Max. Max is going to be collabing with us. I'll have to message you at some point in the day, Max, if you're free. To figure out how we set up the whole collab thing on Purple, because, you know, neither of us have ever done it before. But hopefully it'll go well. I'm going to be doing some more ghost hunting. By the sounds of it, we might have enough demand tonight that we'll get a full lobby, and we may have to rotate players as well. So if we get more than 4 people in, the game can only take 4 players in a lobby. We'd have to rotate people out, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh, thanks for following Val on TikTok. Euro Truck was good yesterday. We almost got 5 players, but then we didn't. We could have got 6 actually. If STFC, if you can get your game working for for the 2nd of June. That's going to be the next Euro Truck stream. And if Joe wants to join again, we could potentially end up with a 6-player Euro Truck convoy, which would be insane. That would be the biggest convoy we've ever had. I mean, we had 4 yesterday, which is the biggest we've had so far, but we could go even bigger, you know? And my dream is to one day have an 8-player convoy. My dream is one day that we will get a full lobby. Can you imagine 8 of us driving down the roads, all with the same cargo on the back? It can happen. It can happen. I'm running so late, got 10 minutes to finish getting dressed and get out the door. Well, get on with it, Sophie. You know, don't sit here and make yourself late on my account. You go and get yourself off to college. Should be fine in June. Nice one, STFC. Like I say, next Euro Truck stream will be the 2nd of June, if all goes to plan. And I think we'll keep doing what we've been doing this month, which is to alternate between Euro Truck and SnowRunner. So we'll do Euro Truck on the 2nd, SnowRunner on the 9th, Euro Truck again on the 16th, SnowRunner on the 23rd. You know, we'll maybe do it like that. Although, to be honest, I don't even want to think about the June schedule just yet. That's still a couple of weeks off. But I do want to do more Factorio as well. More Minecraft, more Farming Sim. Train, right, there is going to be a Train Sim Saturday as well. Possibly on the 6th of June. Because I really want to play that new running train that I was showing you the other day. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, it's 20 to 8, so shall we go and do the New York Times games, eh? Before we finish up. Okay, there we go. Right. Are you keeping Sim Saturday next month, or was it a test? We'll do more Simulator Saturday. I think we'll do at least one next month, possibly two. I'm undecided at the minute, but I have enjoyed the 2 Simulator Saturdays that we've done so far. So I won't rule it out. I won't say that we won't do it again. Like I said, I'd like to do it at least once in June. But I do want to do a Train Sim Saturday as well, because it's because there's a new Train Simulator game coming out that I really want to play. Speaking of Phasmo, you know I've never played before. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Max. Like P says, more fun for the rest of us. We'll enjoy showing you the ropes. Don't worry. Have any DLCs for Wonders of Sodor come out yet? Not yet, Sophie. I'm keeping a very keen eye on those because the second that a DLC drops, we're going to be playing it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the Little Western. I want Duck and I want Oliver. But I feel like the Brendan branch line's probably more likely to come first, so that'd be Edwards and Bill and Ben. Maybe Boko. Can you imagine? We're never going to get Boko. There's no way they're going to put Boko in the game. Which is a shame, because he's my favourite character. But you never know. Never say never. Let's play Wordle. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay. No letters at all from my first guess today. Okay, that gets 4 of the most common letters out of the way. So there's an R and an E in the second and third positions. There's a C in there somewhere. Wreck. Go head off now. Have a great day, Saul. We'll be tuning in later for Phasmo. Thank you, Cymru Rails. We'll see you this evening. Have a good day. Enjoy the, where was it? Snowdon Mountain Railway? Have a great day. It was Wreck. Hey, Wordle in 3. Second day in a row that we got Wordle in 3. Nice. Maybe it's E, says P. Stop it. Stop it. Stop making fun of the way that I say E. You say it the same way. You told me so. Okay, connections. Let's do connections. Okay, high, key, intensity, independence, might, mode, medium, interval, training, off, force, simmer, concentration, groundhog, the longest, scale. Groundhog Day, The Longest Day, Training Day, Independence Day. They're all films that contain the word day. I'm a fucking genius. Look at that. Immediately. I've got a good feeling about today's connections, folks. Okay, high, medium, and off. Those all seem like... Oh, and... low? There's no low, but I think high, medium, and off, they're all settings on something, right? Off now, Saul. See you this evening for Phasmo. See you later, Sophie. Have a good day. Thanks for joining. Could it be simmer? Could they all be settings on a hob? Yeah, simmer's what I was thinking, Marut. Scale? I don't know. I think I'm going to guess this. I'm going to guess this. Yes! Stove knob settings. Lovely. I was lagging so bad, refreshed, and you already found a category. Oh, dear Pete. Yeah, refresh. Everyone on purple, refresh. Because it does help, actually, as it turns out. Not massively, but it helps. Okay. Concentration, intensity, scale, and... I don't know, actually, because all of these could be similar words. Like, might could be it. Force, interval. Concentration, intensity, scale. Force. I'm thinking force, but it could be interval. Let's try it. One away. It's got to be interval. No. Oh, what? Right, okay, we can't lose the game at this point. We can't lose the game at this point. Key, scale, interval, and mode. Something to do with music. Yeah, you might be right there, P. Yes, music theory concepts. God, it's been so long since I read music theory. Morning, Luke. Thank you, P. Thank you. See, so I was along the right lines with the concentration and intensity. I was just... Scale was off. Scale was the wrong one there. Potency, yeah. Okay, not bad. We got a little bit lost near the end there, but we made it. We made it. This is the first time I've ever got purple first, apparently. I'm not sure... Is that really an achievement? I thought purple was one of the easier ones. Sure. Sure. My old guitar tutor would be so proud, says Pete. My old violin teacher would be disappointed. That should have been the first one that I got. Okay, strands time then. No rush. Okay, take your time. Spangram first. That's what we like to see. Surely. Not surely. Leisurely. How do your eyes work that quickly, says Pete? Sometimes you just see them. Sometimes a word just jumps out at you straight away. I saw take right off the bat, and because the theme was no rush, I thought, right, it must be take your time. And as I was going down, I was like, right, there's the Y, and then I just found the rest of it. Like, I didn't see the whole thing, I just saw take. And I got it from there. Okay, placid. That's a word for calm, isn't it? Slow. How do you spell remedial? Maybe it's not remedial. I don't think it is. Relax? Oh, relaxed. Yeah, there was no remedial. I really thought there was remedial. Because I was seeing the REM there and the ED, but yeah, it was not there. It was relaxed actually. Calm and gentle. There we go. Perfect. Spangram first. Happy with that? No rush. No rush. Nice and easy. Okay. Let's do the mini then. If you watch it on purple, maybe refresh your page before we start. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to be delayed for this. And when everyone's ready, say ready, and we'll go. Well, let me zoom out a little bit. I didn't even realize I was zoomed in. Okay. Ready? P just typed R. Does that mean, is that R for ready? That's ready. Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh god, plum. Plums are fuzzy, aren't they? Oh no, kiwis. Kiwis are fuzzy. Apes. Skype. Don't know. Oh, I wish. Open mic night. Something found on a Mac that anagrams to Mac. Well, cam then. Mesh. Cynic. Slim. What? Swim. Swim. Whew. That was a close one. That was a close one, but we made it in 53 seconds. Not the easiest. I mean, it wasn't too bad, actually. I think if I'd got kiwi straight away, instead of guessing plum first. Plums aren't fuzzy, are they? Peaches are fuzzy. And if I'd have got swim instead of slim. But not bad, not bad. It is only 5 to 8. We could do the MIDI today if anyone fancies it. Should we give it a go? Yeah, let's give it a go. We haven't done it for a while. Where is it? The MIDI. Okay, here we go. Plot twists. Right. Let me zoom in a tad. There we go. So that everyone can see it. Hopefully fairly clearly. Here we go. So my usual target for this one is 5 minutes. Let's see how we do. I don't know what's going on here. I'm guessing there's a word that's spelled diagonally like that, which is interesting. Morning, Fred. How you doing? We're just about to do the MIDI crosswords on the New York Times. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, ball and chain. Utter pandemonium, that's gotta be chaos, right? Brief film appearance, cameo. GRP running the national palm print system. Not sure. Living room curtain holder. Not sure. Early leader in dial-up internet. AOL. Charlotte, who wrote Jane Eyre. Bronte. Egg cells. Over. Borderline salacious. Not sure. Overly anxious sort. Not sure. Provides funds for... a little off. Oodles and oodles. Lots? So last year, old. C22 across. We haven't got that yet. US city with the... oh, San Francisco. Rendezvous in the wee hours, maybe. Not sure. Not doing much. Idle. That's got to be FBI then. Living room curtain holder is a rod. Grain used in making cereals is oats. Shaquille O'Neal. If I can spell it properly. App with a pay request button. Venmo. IRS investigation audit. Friend on friends. Ross. Woes. Sorrows. Neurotic. Racy. Booty call. Ned. 2.5 minutes. Holy shit. That is, I think, by far the best time I've ever done for the MIDI. I was not expecting that. Wow. And what was this one? Lombard Street. Ah, right. The crookedest street in the world, which is in San Francisco, is called Lombard Street, which is why it's crooked. That's very good. I really liked that one. That was a really good one today. It was quite easy. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I'm such a genius, because it was a fairly easy one. You know, I'm not going to give myself undue praise. I think a lot of the words were fairly straightforward today, but it was good. I had fun with it. You cooked there. Thanks, P. Thanks. It's still not even 8 o'clock yet. Holy shit. Is there another game we can do? I don't want to do the big crossword. We don't have time for that. We could do a quick Sudoku. Why not? We've not done those for a while either. Let's just do a nice easy Sudoku, and then we'll finish up. Okay, can you... Oh, you can't see all the numbers. There you go. Okay. Start off with the ones. We got a lot of those. There. That could be either or, really. Okay, I don't think we got enough information to go on there just yet. How about twos? No. Oh, threes. There's a lot of threes. Right. Lovely. But, oh, wait. I'm blind. There we go. Fours. That could be either or. We'll come back to those. Got a dash, but 5 PM for Phasmo. Yes, I'll see you this evening for Phasmo, P. Thanks for joining. There's got to be a 5 there. Which means there's got to be a 5 there. Which means there's got to be a 5 there. Which means there's got to be a 5 there. There we go. 5s are done. 6s. Well, there's got to be a 6 there. There could be a 6 there or there. Come back to the 6s. 7s. There. There. Again, could be either or right there. Come back to that. 8s. Got to be an 8 there. Which means that's a 7. Which means that's a 6. One, two. Right, that's got to be a 2 or a 5. It's got to be a 2. No, it's got to be. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's a 9. Sorry. Right, that's a 9. That's a 2. Okay, 1, 2, 2 there, and 8 there. 6. Live's getting a bit laggy. Might switch to TikTok for the last few minutes. No worries, STFC. See you later, P. Bye-bye. The TikTok stream's just disconnected now as well. It's a good job we're nearly finished, isn't it? I think my internet might have just gone completely. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Sorry. Sorry about that, everyone. It's just gone again. Fuck's sake. Okay, I might not even be able to finish the Sudoku in that case. 6 in the left-hand corner. We've got all the 6s now, Charlie. Oh, not quite all, but the left-hand corner's done. Okay, 2 there, and 9.